Welcome everyone. Today we are going to unravel the edge of tomorrow, a sci-fi action. In 2015, life on Earth changes forever. Without warning, a meteor crashes deep in the heart of Germany. But it's not just a rock from space. Inside is a species unlike anything humanity has ever faced. They're called mimics. They spread fast. European cities fall one by one. No army can stop them. Millions die as the mimics push human forces back, deeper into Europe to survive. The world unites. Nations form the United Defense Force, humanity's last hope. Major William Cage arrives in London, summoned to the headquarters of the United Defense Force. Cage is no soldier. He's a public relations man, a spin doctor who sells the war through TV interviews and recruitment campaigns. Inside, he meets General Brigham, the man leading the fight against the mimics. Brigham informs Cage that he's being sent to the front lines to join the invasion of France and capture combat footage alongside real soldiers. Brigham wants someone to document victory, to inspire the world. Cage is horrified. He's never seen a battlefield. He tries to squirm out of the assignment, suggesting he's more valuable behind the camera than inside a war zone. When that fails, he makes a mistake. He threatens Brigham. If forced onto the front lines, he'll use his media connections to ruin the general's reputation. Brigham doesn't blink. Instead, he calmly hands Cage over to military police. Cage is arrested on the spot. When he wakes up, Cage finds himself in handcuffs. His rank, his name, even his identity, all taken away. The army has labeled him a deserter and sent him to Heathrow Airport, which is now being used as a military base to prepare for the invasion. Here, Cage isn't a major anymore. He's just another prisoner, forced to fight in a battle where no one expects to survive. He is handed over to Master Sergeant Farrell, a tough and unforgiving officer. Farrell doesn't care who Cage used to be. For him, Cage is just another coward trying to dodge his duty. Farrell wastes no time. He throws Cage into J Squad, a group of misfit soldiers with bad attitudes and no patience for newcomers. Cage quickly meets his new squad mates, and they make their feelings clear. They mock him, taunt him, and treat him like dead weight. None of them know he was once a major. Everyone is given heavy metal exosuits, designed to give them extra strength and firepower against the mimics. But Cage can't even figure out how to take the safety off his own weapon. He struggles with the controls while the others laugh at him. Master Sergeant Farrell doesn't care. Cage is given no time to train, no time to learn. The squad is rushed onto the dropship. The invasion is happening now. Inside the aircraft, the soldiers prepare for battle. Some crack jokes, others check their weapons. Cage sits quietly, overwhelmed by everything happening around him. The light turns green. The doors open. It's time to jump. But before they could, the aircraft gets hit and gets damaged. The soldiers start to drop onto the beach below. Cage drops too. He crashes hard, landing in the middle of chaos, explosions, gunfire, and mimics tearing through soldiers. The battlefield is a mess. Cage sees a female soldier fighting the mimics. It's Rita Vrataski. She kills the mimics quickly with a large blade, but an explosion hits near her and she is killed. A mimic attacks Cage and his squad next. He fires blindly and manages to kill it. Then, a larger, blue mimic, an alpha, appears. Cage grabs a claymore mine and sets it off. Both the alpha and Cage are caught in the blast. The alpha's blue blood covers Cage as he dies. Cage wakes up back at Heathrow, exactly where he was the day before. The same sergeant shouts the same words. The same soldiers walk past him. At first, Cage is confused. He doesn't understand what's happening. But soon, he realizes he's reliving the same day. Cage tries to warn Master Sergeant Farrell that something is wrong. He tells him about the battle, about the mimics, and about the beach. But no one listens. Farrell mocks him, just like before. Cage is forced back onto the dropship with J Squad. Once again, they drop onto the beach, and once again, Cage is killed. The day keeps repeating. Every time Cage dies, he wakes up back at Heathrow. He dies on the dropship. He dies on the beach. He dies before he can even fire his weapon. Each time, it's the same. Wake up, fight, die, repeat. Slowly, Cage starts to learn. He figures out how to use his suit. He improves his timing. He begins to survive a little longer each time. During one of the loops, Cage crosses paths with Rita Vrataski again on the battlefield. She notices that he's acting differently, moving as if he knows what's about to happen. Before she dies, she tells him, "Find me when you wake up."
Find me when you wake up.
When Cage wakes up again, he finds Rita Vrataski at the base. He tells her about the day repeating. She believes him immediately. Rita explains that the same thing happened to her during the battle at Verdun. She once had the same power but lost it after receiving a blood transfusion. She takes Cage to meet Dr. Carter, a scientist who studies the mimics. Dr. Carter explains that the mimics are not just random creatures. They are all connected, like one giant organism. At the center is a powerful creature called the Omega. The Omega controls time. When a special type of mimic, called an alpha, is killed, the Omega resets the day to help the mimics win the battle. Because Cage was covered in the alpha's blood when he died, he has taken this power for himself. Rita begins to train Cage every day. She teaches him how to fight the mimics, how to use his suit, and how to survive longer on the battlefield. Whenever Cage gets badly hurt or stuck, Rita kills him herself so he can reset the day and start over.
Oh, come on! Wait, I think I'm okay.
Over time, Cage becomes stronger, faster, and smarter. With each reset, he learns a little more. On each loop, Cage starts to have visions of where the Omega might be hiding. He sees an image of a dam in Germany. Rita and Dr. Carter believe these visions are coming from the Omega itself. They decide to use the visions to find the Omega and end the war for good. Cage and Rita spend many loops trying to survive the beach, leave the battlefield, and reach the dam he saw in his vision. Each time, they learn from their mistakes and get a little further. But no matter what path they take, Rita always dies, either during the fight or on the way. Cage tries to change the plan, tries to protect her, but it never works. Eventually, he realizes that no matter what he does, he can't save her. In the next loop, Cage decides to leave Rita behind. He doesn't want her to die again. He goes alone to the dam he saw in his vision. It's deep in the mountains, far from the battlefield. When he gets there, the place is quiet and empty. The Omega is not there. Suddenly, an alpha mimic appears. Cage realizes the vision was a trick, a trap set by the Omega to lure him away. The alpha moves toward him, ready to take his blood and steal his power to reset time. He drowns after being badly wounded. To reset the loop, Cage tells Rita and Dr. Carter that the vision of the dam was a trap. They come up with a new plan. Carter once built a device called a transponder that can locate the Omega, but it was taken by the military. To get it, they'll need to sneak into General Brigham's office. Cage and Rita sneak into the UDF headquarters building. They make their way through security and reach General Brigham's office. Cage tells him about the mimics, the time loop, and the Omega. Brigham doesn't believe them, until Cage starts predicting everything that's going to happen. Brigham shows them the prototype transponder that Dr. Carter had built. It can locate the Omega. But before they can leave, soldiers surround them. Rita shoots Cage to reset the loop. In the next loop, they repeat the plan. They get the transponder again, and this time escape the building in a car. Cage then injects the device on his leg. The device activates and shows the Omega is hiding under the Louvre Pyramid in Paris.
Damn.
The Omega, can you see it?
While escaping, their car crashes. Cage wakes up in a hospital and learns he received a blood transfusion. He realizes he has lost the power to reset the day. Rita finds Cage in the hospital. She tries to kill him to reset the day, but Cage tells her he lost his power because of the blood transfusion. They return to Heathrow and approach J Squad. Cage explains everything, the mimics, the time loop, and the Omega's location under the Louvre. He tells them this is their only chance to end the war. With no way to reset, the mission is all or nothing. J Squad agrees to help. That night, Cage, Rita, and J Squad fly to Paris in a stolen dropship. The city is dark, flooded, and covered in debris. As they get close to the Louvre, the aircraft is hit and crash lands in the water. Mimics begin to attack immediately. They start to fight them, but being overwhelmed by mimics. One of the J Squad members blows himself up, killing dozens of mimics. Cage and Rita manage to restart the damaged aircraft and fly it closer to the pyramid, but they come under attack again. Another member of J Squad is killed as the mimics close in. Moments later, they hit a gate and crash directly into the Louvre. After the crash, more mimics storm into the building. Cage and Rita head into the basement, but find themselves trapped. With an Alpha blocking the way, Rita hands Cage the explosives and tells him to go for the Omega, while she distracts the Alpha. She makes the Alpha chase her and is killed, buying Cage enough time to dive into the water. The Alpha follows him into the flooded chamber, but Cage manages to swim past it and release the explosives into the Omega. The explosives detonate, killing the Omega and sending out a surge of energy that wipes out all the mimics. Cage is caught in the blast and dies, but the Omega's blood mixes with his own, pulling him into another reset. He wakes up before his first meeting with General Brigham, the war already won. News reports announce that all mimic activity has stopped after a power surge in Paris. He returns to Heathrow, finding J Squad alive and well. Then he sees Rita. She doesn't recognize him, but asks what he wants. Cage smiles, knowing that the war is now over. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories.